Hey everyone, we are at the Farrar School in Maxwell, Iowa. You can see it snowed just a little bit. For those of you who may not ever have the chance to come to the school, I wanted to show you around a little bit just so that you can get the feel of where we're going to be investigating. The school was built 1922. It closed for good in 2002. The owners actually live here on site. They have an apartment on the first floor. And as we go in here, I want to show you, a lot of people think the school is abandoned. So they try to break in, and I'm going to show you here. You can see where there are some footprints where some folks have tried to kick the door in. When you come in, you can see it looks like so many other old schools of the time. It is 3 stories. It has a basement as well, which is where the gym is. Where we're going to now is actually the first floor, even though we stepped down. This is the first floor. It's got this cutout here that actually looks over into the gym. That door there is to the owner's apartment, so as I said, they do live here on site. As we go on down here, I'm going to show you the old cafeteria. And again, it's a fairly small school, maybe a dozen classrooms maybe. But this is the old cafeteria. That's where they would do the cooking, of course, and then the children would actually eat here in this dining room. Not much happens on the first floor as far as claims, paranormal claims. Now this room here, 101, this is the former teacher's lounge. And that's where we've got our equipment set up. Before we go upstairs, though, let me go ahead and take you down to the gym. I should probably start from the bottom and work our way up. So let me go back down this hallway. You can see Michelle there. She's taking some pictures. So now we're actually going to head down into the basement. This is the entrance to the gymnasium. This is where we caught the best video evidence we have ever captured. If you have not seen that, please check out our other video, our 2016 video. That open door there is to the boiler room. They have had claims of hearing children laughing coming out of the boiler room. When we were here in 2016, what we found was that there were bats in the old boiler, and they kind of sounded like children, if you're not familiar with what bats sound like when they get kind of worked up. That blue door straight ahead is the coach's office. They also catch EVPs in there. We'll go in here and take a little look around. There's not much in here now. They use it mainly just for storage. But the claims here are that they hear voices, catch EVPs in here. We did not investigate this the last time we were here, so I'm pretty excited about investigating it now. Now we'll head up to the second floor. The activity that is claimed up here, they claim to catch EVPs. They hear a lot of voices. So this is the the room that was the library when the school was operational at the end of its years. They also claim to hear lockers slamming. That's why they leave the lockers open. Those are the front doors. That's where we came in, just so that you can kind of get your bearings where you are. This is Mrs. Martin's room. Mrs. Martin's room is supposed to be very active. They hear EVPs in here. They hear voices. They see shadow figures. So this is supposed to be a very active area. This is just another classroom. There are no claims of paranormal activity in this classroom, but you will notice the blackboards are still up throughout the building in the classrooms, and a lot of the teams and the visitors that have come through have signed the board, and the owners just leave it up. They've not erased anything. Now we're going to head up to the third floor. The third floor is where a lot of activity takes place. Folks claim to hear voices, see shadows, catch EVPs. This is where I was actually physically pushed in 2016. Again, this is just one of the classrooms. You can see there are very few classrooms. It is a very small school. No paranormal claims in that classroom. This back when we were here originally was a classroom, this back half. They've now opened it up. This is the auditorium and the stage area. Claims here are that folks see shadow figures on the stage, they see a white mist, they see full-bodied apparitions, they capture voices, there's a lot of K2 hits, they see a lot of light anomalies. So this is a very active part of the building. Now, as we cross the hall, this is the classroom that's right directly above the entrance up on the third floor. Again, you can see folks have signed the bulletin boards. Not much claimed activity in here. Again, just hearing voices. That seems to be a lot of the claim, is the voices, the lockers slamming, that kind of stuff. This is the former library here. So when the school was originally built, this room was used as the library. They moved it in later years down to the floor below. They used this one as a classroom. This is the principal's office. There are actually two areas here. This front area, I suspect, was probably where the secretary sat. And then through this little door, there's a very small room back here. I would think that this is probably where the principal himself was, or herself. So it's a very small area, very small. But from here, you can see the third floor pretty well. And you can see there's 3 classrooms on the left. There was a single classroom on the right, so there's only 4 classrooms up here. We hope you've enjoyed this look inside the Farrar Schoolhouse. We'll be posting a video shortly about our experiences there, so I encourage you to check it out. Thanks for watching.